everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. Our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love that resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film, then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters.
Peace everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's the Reaction Overlord and we're back with another video. Okay, so that was James Gunn. He just finally released his ongoing slate for the new DCU. They're changing it from the DCEU to the DCU, and that all got to do with the movie The Flash that's going to be coming out, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But what he said is that he's going to continue on with the Snyderverse this coming year. And then after that, they're going to be coming in with a whole new projects. And we all thought that he was going to mention maybe 1, 2, perhaps 3 things. But he mentioned 4, 10 projects that they're going to be coming out, which I'm going to discuss right here. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and also hit the bell notification icon all. The way you'll be notified every time I upload the videos. Okay, so James Gunn, he said,
this first chapter is called Gods and Monsters.
Now I know what you're all thinking. It's not from the animated movie Justice League Gods and Monsters, but this is just the first chapter that he's naming the chapter Gods and Monsters, which I'm sure he probably will take some inspirations from the animated series. But number one, he's doing Creature Commandos, which is written by James Gunn himself, but the comic book was also written by Pat Broderick, which was based in World War II. So I think that's going to be real good, because kind of like what Kevin Feige did and also James Gunn did with the Guardians of the Galaxy, they brought side B characters to the mainstream where all the people start liking them. So I think that'll be a good idea to bring Creature Commandos out into an animated series. So I'll be looking forward to that. The second project he mentioned was Waller with actress Viola Davis. He's going to continue Viola playing the character Amanda Waller, and she's going to be teaming up with members of Peacemaker, and they're going to be having their own storyline. It's kind of a bit like the storyline Checkmate in the comics, and also a side B from Task Force X, which we all know is Suicide Squad. I think that's going to be pretty good too. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that as well. And it's going to be created by Crystal Henry, who created The Watchmen, and also Jeremy Carver, who created Doom Patrol. So I think we're going to be in for a treat. The third project he mentioned was the true beginning of the DCU, which was Superman Legacy, which he said would be released in theaters July 11th, 2025. So he only got 2 years for that. He said he's in the middle of writing it right now. He's excited about what he got. And a lot of us are speculating, is he's going to go with the Superman Legacy comics, or is he going to mix his own twist into it? But whatever he do, I think a lot of us are just looking forward to seeing it. And we just hope that whoever he casts is playing Kal-El Clark Kent, aka Superman, that they're going to do a real good job, which I'm sure they are. I think that's going to be pretty dope. The fourth installment, he said, was going to be a HBO TV series called Lanterns. That's going to be featuring Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. He said it's going to have few other lanterns as well, but the lanterns on the show is pretty much going to be John Stewart and Hal Jordan and how they patrol Earth and space, and it's going to be things that's going to be happening on that TV show that's going to lead into the greater overall DC universe. So, like he said, he's going to have everything connected. He's going to have consistent continuity. I think it's going to be great. The fifth project he mentioned was he's going to make a film, The Authority, which is from the Wildstorm comics. And kind of just like Creature Commandos, he's bringing B characters to the universe. And this is not going to be a TV show. He said this will be a film. So I'm liking that. And Wildstorm was created by Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch in 1999. I remember those comics. I used to have them when they first came out. I didn't really like them because I didn't know what they was. They wasn't Justice League and nothing. My dad got them for me. But after reading a few of them and then watching the TV animated series that came out in the 90s, I started liking it. So him bringing it into live action film, I think that would be pretty dope. The sixth project he mentioned was Paradis Lost. That's going to be a TV series. It's going to be based on Paradise Island, aka Themyscira, the home of Wonder Woman, and this is going to be based before Wonder Woman was born. And if you don't know, Wonder Woman is about 5,000 years old because everyone who lived on Themyscira pretty much immortal. So this is going to be based before her time. He said it's going to be kind of like a Game of Thrones with Amazon warriors. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of starring Diana's mother, Hippolyta, maybe before she became queen of the Amazons. I'm not really sure about that, but I like that idea of prequels before, characters that we all know, kind of like the Krypton sci-fi TV series before Jor-El and everything came. It was based on his father, so I like that. The seventh film he mentioned was Batman the Brave and the Bold. And if y'all don't know anything about these comics, that's based on the Grant Morrison's run on Batman Brave and the Bold. And that's about pretty much Damian Wayne. Or if you've seen the animated movie, Son of Batman, when Batman finds out that he got a son, and James Gunn said that Damian Wayne was his favorite Robin. And also, he's my favorite Robin as well. So I can't wait to see what that's going to be about. And that Batman is going to be the new Batman of the DCU. He said Matt Reeves' Batman is going to be his own thing. The Matt Reeves Batman, the Tom Phillips Joker, and also the Teen Titans, that's going to be based on DC Elseworlds. If it's not based in the main line continuity, then all those movies are going to be based in the Elseworlds. So this new Batman is probably going to be younger and fresher. I don't know how he's going to do him, but if he's going to have Damian Wayne in there, I'm sure Damian and Batman going to be badass. I can't wait. The eighth project he mentioned was a Booster Gold TV series. And y'all know Booster Gold. Booster Gold is pretty much from the future who came back into our present day time with Future Tech to become a hero because in the future he's kind of a loser. So he used future technology to come back in present day time to become a hero, which they kind of try to do in the Smallville TV series. They showed that. Also, they also showed Booster Gold in some of the Justice League animated series. But they never really gave Booster Gold his full justice. And Booster Gold is powerful for real, regardless of him being a loser or not. He really is powerful, and if you use him right, it can be good. There's rumors floating around that James Gunn is going to bring Chris Pratt over to be Booster Gold, either Booster Gold or Hal Jordan. But I think he might be a Booster Gold type because Chris Pratt is funny, and Booster Gold is one of those comic relief characters. So I don't know, but I'm looking forward to that. The ninth project he mentioned was Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow film, which was based on the Tom King's run Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I think that's going to be good because if you read those comics, Tom King, he kind of changed it up where Kara, she was raised on a chunk of Krypton and she watched the whole planet explode. She didn't have that upbringing like Kal-El did here on Earth, him being raised in Kansas with Jonathan and Martha Kent. She was a little more jaded. She was a little more angry. So when she got to Earth and met her cousin Kal-El, she was a little more rough around the edges. That's going to be a good film. She's also going to be in the same universe with the Superman and the Batman and everything. So you already know they're going to lead up to a Justice League movie sooner or later. I'm liking this. I'm liking what James Gunn is doing right here. So shout out to James Gunn, shout out to Peter Safran, and shout out to David Zaslav. I think they're really on the money with this. Last but not least, he mentioned Swamp Thing film. Swamp Thing TV series from back in the 90s was one of my favorite TV shows growing up. When it came out a few years ago, back in 2019, it was okay. I mean, the graphics was better from the 90s, but I don't think the storyline was really good. I like the Swamp Thing comics. Also, I like how they portrayed Swamp Thing in the DC animated films. I'm really not sure the storyline. He didn't really mention. He said although Swamp Thing isn't really part of the main storyline, but he's going to bring them into them, just kind of like how they've been doing lately in the New 52 comics and beyond. So, look, we all thought that he was going to mention a few projects. He mentioned 10, and this is not even the full chapter. He said this is only part of chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. This is not even everything. So we in for a big treat. We in for a big surprise. Although they got rid of a lot of the characters that grew on us over the past years, like Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, and we believe that after the Flash movie come out, they're going to get rid of Ezra Miller and perhaps Zachary Levi of Shazam, and maybe Jason Momoa might go to playing Lobo, but the plans that they have right now, everything that's been said thus far, sounds pretty good. So all we can do is just hope, wait, and be supportive of everything they're doing. But that's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Please drop y'all comments down below. Please make sure you hit the like button. It may not be nothing for you, but it means a whole lot to me. So please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.